Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm your host, Scrap to Cast. First and foremost, I just wanted to mention that we're going to be making a couple of changes to the channel in the way that I do the content. And the first change that I'm going to make is, I'm going to go ahead and extend the Scrapping for Copper series indefinitely. This series is never going to have an ending unless I either A, retire, or B, drop dead. Whichever one comes first. I've just been overwhelmed because I have way too many items that was scattered around in my warehouse, hidden in plain sight, and I just wanted to get it all in one place and get the warehouse a lot more organized. I'll tell you one thing that's not going to change. I'm always going to flip the slot machine off. One more change I am going to make to the channel is I am going to start using my 3D printer a little bit more often. I really do enjoy doing sand castings, and it's been a long time since I did one. And I'll be honest with you, it's probably been about 7 months since I did this miniature bronze cannon. I think it's been about 7 months. It might have been a little bit less time than that. But who's keeping track? With that being said, hopefully you guys are okay with the changes that I'm making. I am still going to be doing the teardowns like I have been, so that's not going to change whatsoever. I will say this though, if I'm scrapping something for copper and I know the item doesn't have a lot of copper in it, then I'm not going to do any melting footage after the item's been scrapped out. I'll just do the recap at the very end after it's been teared down, and then we'll go ahead and just accumulate the copper on the table, and then once I get enough, I'll go ahead and melt down that copper and add it to the pile. And I'm going to be doing a sand casting video midweek. We'll be doing one every week, hopefully. And then every Sunday is going to be the Scrapping for Copper series. And I'm really going to stick to it this time. So for tonight's video, what we're going to be doing is we are going to go ahead and melt down all of this tinned copper wire. I've never melted tinned copper wire on its own. I've always mixed it in as I've been getting it with my regular copper. And I honestly want to accomplish two things. The first thing I want to accomplish is see if I can get a perfect bar in these cast iron molds. And the second thing I want to accomplish is to see how it's going to look after it's melted and poured into this bar, and if it's going to mimic, you know, the shine as regular copper does, or if it's going to have more of a dull finish or more of a glossy finish. I have no idea. Like I said, never melted this stuff on its own, so this is going to be all new to me. Well, that was a hell of an intro. I'm sure you guys probably fast forwarded through most of it, and for those of you that have stuck around, I really do appreciate you for doing that. So please bear with me. I'll get the furnace set up, and then we'll start melting down that tin copper. All right, everyone, that bar is all set, and here's what it looks like. The top side doesn't look that bad. There's a couple small imperfections up there in the corner. Sides are all right. It didn't really fill in too well here because it was probably solidifying. But there's the bottom. Holes like usual, and I preheated the crap out of that graphite mold. The first pour that I did, I screwed up, and I melted my cast iron mold. Look at the lip over there, it folded right over compared to this side. Definitely left it in the furnace way longer than I should have. Well, live and learn. But even then, I still ended up with holes even though I cooked the crap out of that mold. And same with the graphite molds. Let's go ahead and see what we got. We got a total of 1 pound, 10.1 ounces, which equates to 740 grams. So, not too bad. Like I said, it was my first time melting tinned copper. You can definitely tell it was a lot darker on this than compared to the rest of the ingots. Maybe not on this side, but this side definitely looks darker. So we'll go ahead and add it to the stack. Looks good right there. And I guess it's back to the drawing board in regards to the holes in the bars and using cast iron molds. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you really like it, then please do consider hitting that subscribe button. And please be sure to turn on notifications. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Happy scrapping, casting, and stacking.